Hi friends, in this video we'll see how to grow guava plant on terrace. We will see how to get such a beautiful guava in your garden. Guava is a fruit tree which is cultivated all around the world in tropical and subtropical regions. There are several varieties of guava, but most of them fall under two categories: guavas with white flesh and guavas with pink to red flesh. The taste, texture, and size also varies based on the cultivar. Guava tree usually grows wide, has a slender brown trunk, and the leaves are light to dark green in color. They can grow in wide range of soil and thrives best in temperature range of 25 to 35 degrees Celsius and prefers a pH of 4.5 to 7. Guava is a heavy feeder. Fertilize them at least 4 times in a year for good yield. Use fertilizer which has equal amount of nitrogen, phosphorus and potash. If grown in containers, use surplus amount of manure and very little soil. It is not deep rooted as well. This makes it a good choice for terrace gardens. Guava fruit usually grows in new wood, so prune the branches before fruiting season to stimulate new growth and flower bloom. And in terms of pest control, guava usually affected by mealybug, whitefly, fruit fly, and fruit borers. You can use organic pesticides like neem oil, salt spray, chili pepper to avoid this. When it comes to growing guavas in garden, it is best to get a grafted or an air layered plant like this. This is an air layered sapling and it has already started to flower. I planted this about a month back. The advantage of air layering is that sapling will be already be mature and will be the exact replica of its mother. They will start to yield very early as well. And in terms of soil mixture, I have used 80% manure and 20% soil in my pot. Here I have used cow dung manure, kitchen waste and red soil in the ratio 40 is to 40 is to 20. It's been 4 months now and my guava plant has shown amazing growth. There are several new shoots and healthy green leaves as well. Two flowers which I had have also grown fully into a fruit. It's amazing and I really did not expect such a early yield. The plant is growing wide as expected and the weather is also quite sunny which is helping it to grow very well. After my initial harvest, I changed the plant to bigger pot. As you can see, this pot is 3 times bigger than the previous one and will give lot of room for roots to grow. And in terms of pot contents, what I usually do with the bigger pots is that add raw organic waste which is not manure yet at the bottom half, and as I reach the top I use fully formed manure and red soil. This is because by the time the plant's roots grow deep, it will have lot of nutrients waiting for it below. Now I will hand pollinate the guava flower using this paintbrush. The stigma is in the middle of the flower, which is surrounded by stamens. This stigma at the center should get the pollens from these stamens. All you need to do is brush it like this so that pollens travel to stigma. That's it. Same process I'm doing for other flowers as well. You need not hand pollinate guava usually. Do it only if your flowers are falling off without forming a fruit. Now let's look at the various stages of guava flower and fruit development. Bunch of guava flowers here. This tiny bird may take 3 or 4 days to bloom, and this one may take 2 days to bloom. And here, this again may take 3 days or so to bloom. What you see here is half open flower. I think this flower has not pollinated nicely. This one has maximum chances of becoming fruit. This flower had bloomed and dried off as well. The stamens have dried off completely, and now you can clearly see the stigma at the center. I pollinated this yesterday, and after successful pollination, the fruit which is below here will start to grow. What you are seeing here are a week old fruits. Both of them bloomed on the same day. After successful pollination, you can see the fruit started to grow in the back, and this is around 10 days old. You can see it here, and one more here as well. I have one more here, and this is also about 10 days old. Those are the fruits in my plant. I'm very eager to see them grow fully. Let's wait and come back later. Welcome back. Plant is growing very well. There are lot of new flowers and fruits coming up. Wherever there is a new shoot, there are flowers. Here is one flower. One more new shoot here and flowers along with it. Another new shoot and flowers along with it. And there are some new fruits here as well. The four flowers which I had shown last time have grown a bit. Let me clear this off so that you can see it. Wonderful fruits. Uh, One over here has grown very big. I don't know how much more it will grow. The other two, which are here, are growing very well. In these 3 months, my guava plant got infested by mealybug, which is very common around here. I used neem oil spray and oiled paper to get rid of those. Keep a lookout for these under leaves and fruits. It's time for harvest. Many of my guava fruits have finally ripened. You can see the guava over here has ripened, and These guavas are also fully grown. Even they are ready for harvest as well. They change the color. Here you can see these have not changed the color. This means they are still growing. Now let's harvest the ripe guava. Here it is, the fully grown guava from my own garden. Feels really good and satisfying. Now let me cut this and show the pulp. You can see the beautiful guava here. This is the hybrid variety. The seeds are only over here. This has got maximum pulp. This plant is very good to grow in your terrace garden. That's it about guava. Hope you found this video helpful. Thank you.